Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Mike Colleen at MikeColleen.com, and welcome to Night Talks with Mike Colleen. All right, so today I'm going to be a little bit gruff, a little bit rougher on the edges, to be direct, okay? So, one of the things in the Bible, it says, and I'm not quoting it right now because I don't have the Bible with me, but maybe I'll find the quote when I upload this. But it says, don't feed your words, your pearls of wisdom to swine. Now, when I was younger, and I mean really young, we're talking like maybe 10, 11, 12 years old, I was like, what the hell do you mean? Why would you feed pearls to pigs? Well, it obviously doesn't mean that. And here's the blunt part. It's going to be a little bit harsh. I don't know if harsh is not the word, crude maybe. Is when it says don't feed your pearls of wisdom to swine, it literally means stop talking to dumbasses. My father used to tell me this in my 20s. He was, Michael, you've got to stop talking to stupid people. And I said, why? He goes, because they're stupid. So I just came home from work, and I'm not going to give you the story of what happened, but it was someone who was just arguing for no reason. I was like, what the hell's going on here? Like, why are you arguing? I'm agreeing with you. And so my dad was trying to explain it. He goes, Michael, you got to understand. He goes, you're smarter than most people. Now, this isn't an ego stroke. Now, because at the time I was like, oh, Dad, don't say that. Because I thought he was like talking down to people. He goes, Michael, I'm not trying to be mean. He goes, I'm trying to save you a lot of headache and a lot of heartache and a lot of pain. He goes, Michael, you got to understand, you're smarter than most people. He goes, and they're dumb. They can't understand these concepts, okay? And so here's the deal. So now we fast forward in the future, and the world has woken up to what narcissists really are. They're demonic. They play these mind games, gaslighting. And now we have a list of all the things that they do, their strategies, their techniques, and all that stuff. So now that I've been through a really severe narcissistic, attack, I look back in the Bible and go, oh, that's what they were talking about in the Garden of Eden with a serpent. The serpent was a narcissist. Oh, that's what Cain was. Cain killed Abel. That was a narcissist. And they walk around with a mark on the planet so people can know who they are. Well, narcissists have this certain look on their face, like it's a mask, and their eyes are very narrow. Their pupils are very narrow. They're very locked on. It's like all their energy is in their eyes. They're focused, right? So that's the mark. So all of a sudden, a lot of these things you read in the Bible, you're like, oh, that's what they were talking about. Oh, okay. So it becomes clear. So I'm going to give you a real life example and story, which I put in a video a while back. I don't know, actually it might have been just a few days back. But it was basically, I buy this little product at like vitamin shops or bike shops or wherever. And I walked in, as I normally do twice a week, and I buy about 4 packages, sometimes 2. And they're only a few bucks, I should say. And the guy was like, hey, let me see if I can get you a better deal. By bulk rate, if you buy a whole package, how much I could save you. I'm like, well, we'd already done this like 5 or 6 or 7 times. Like, nah, that's all right. I really don't want to buy that many at once because I can't stop eating these little things. They're really freaking good. All right. And I overdo it on them. So that's why I purposely won't buy more than 2 to 4 at a time. So he was looking it up, Googling and searching and stuff. And I was agreeing with the guy. And he would kind of come back with a rebuttal, and I'm like, well, and I would look, well, yeah, I agree. I literally said, I agree with you. And I said, yes. And I said, yeah, you're right. I literally said, I agree 2 or 3 times. You're right 2 or 3 times. I said, yes. And what dawned on me was the guy was trying to argue with me for no reason. I was like, I'm thinking, why is this guy disagreeing with me? Like, I'm literally saying, yeah, you're right. I agree. But he was looking for a way to disagree. So here's the point. For a lot of you people who have dealt with people who just argue and argue and argue, you're dealing with either A, I'm sorry, I'm just going to put it out there. You're either A, dealing with a dumbass. B, you're dealing with someone who's purposely fucking with you and fucking with your mind and trying to irritate your mind. Or C, you're dealing with a narcissist who's an expert / professional at playing mind games. And so this guy literally at one point, he goes, dude, you might as well just quit while you're ahead. I literally grabbed the products, the 4 that I'd already bought, and I just turned around and walked out. I didn't even say nothing. I've never been back there since. And now here's the really funny thing. On accident, one day, I walked into another store, which I hadn't been to in years. And they had the same product, same flavor, and it was a much cheaper price. And I was like, oh, you got to be kidding me. And then on top of it, if you buy 10 of them, they give you this huge discount. And I was like, pfft. So I saved, I ended up winning out on that deal. But the point being is, don't feed your pearls of wisdom to swine. Because honestly, I'm just gonna say, I'm sorry, it's not politically correct, but they're too stupid to understand it. They're too stupid to just stop and listen and understand, and just understand. And I tell this to people all the time, like, I don't care if you disagree with me. I'm totally okay with that. What I care about is if you understand me, right? Because how many times have you, like, okay, take the guy at the vitamin shop. He clearly, for some reason, he couldn't understand or even fathom that I was agreeing with him. I'm like, so at this point, I literally said to him, I'm agreeing with you. And that's when he said, you might as well just quit while you're ahead, blah, blah. And I just like, well, and at this point, I was like, oh God, this guy's an idiot. And I just grabbed my shit and turned, I didn't even say goodbye, I did not. I just grabbed it and walked out swiftly. So here's the deal. Don't deal with stupid people. Once you realize someone's dumb, especially if they're like argumentative dumb, just leave. So here's what I tell people. This is tell my clients to help them deal with people like this. Is tell them, I don't care if you disagree with me, because the truth of the matter, you really don't. It's totally, you're okay with that. What pisses us off is when you're saying A and they say, oh, I disagree with X, Y, and Z, and you're like, I didn't say X, Y, and Z. I said A. I'm like, oh, you did? Yeah. You're not even listening to understand what I'm saying. I'm saying this, and you're arguing about something, and I take my right hand and I point all the way to the right over there. You're arguing with something over there that I'm not saying. At that point, I end the conversation, because they may say, oh, well, that's what you really meant. That's really what you meant to say, or that's what, when you say this means that. The minute you start hearing that talk, the minute they start telling you what you're saying and what you mean, walk. You are dealing with a narcissist. At the very least, you're dealing with an asshole. So, hey, this is Mike Cooling at MikeCooling.com. Sorry for being so crude, but you know what? I find a lot of people don't get the message if you're not that direct, okay? So I want you to understand and have tools so you can deal with these people and just walk away. God bless you guys.
System of failure.